Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
I'll take you for a ride. I'm a garbage truck.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Best Friends Pod Season 4, 5?
Really?
Something like that. I don't know. It's a new season.
Woo! Ow!
I'm your host, Aaron Weiss, alongside, I haven't come up with a new nickname for her, my wife, Erica Weiss.
We are no longer in Decatur, so Duchess of Decatur is canceled. We'll have to think of something different.
The Duchess of the Decatur can't come to the phone right now.
Why?
Because she died.
Because she's
Oh gosh.
You are so cool.
we doing a Taylor Swift reference?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. The Sweetie of Smyrna.
Oh, yeah. The sweetest in Smyrna.
Smyrna.
Oh my gosh.
Smyrna's sweetheart.
And we are joined, as usual, by the coolest cats in Covington,
Woo!
Megan Peeler.
Meow.
Classic.
I'm Megan. Wait, what?
You said Megan Peter, you say my name too.
I said Caleb and Megan Peeler.
Oh, I didn't hear my name.
I was probably meowing over it.
Yeah, probably.
So, Caleb, what'd you have in your teeth? Share with the class.
I think it was like my salad.
Oh yeah, we had
I'll do it.
It's a salad in there.
yeah.
Probably make a little bit of olive. I don't know.
Salad and salad topping.
We had something the other day, like within the last week, and I got a piece of, salad or something, maybe a spice stuck in my tooth, and I picked it out, as you do, and then it was on my finger, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a lot bigger than I thought it was. It was like, the size of
I have granola for breakfast every morning, and like
an eighth of a dime.
last week, I had like a piece of granola stuck in my tooth for the first class. And it was,
Oh,
like,
just stuck in
no,
your
it's
tooth.
like constantly trying to pick it out. And it felt very good when I finally got it. But the
Wow.
kids probably thought it was crazy. It's like
The cathartic feeling of getting something out of your teeth,
End of your class.
not much like it.
No.
Just you're picking your teeth and you're like, oh man, it's like a whole piece of fried chicken. It is a whole tender.
So this might be a little bit much, but right before we went to Iceland, I had an ingrown toenail,
Ew, okay.
and
Hold on.
you don't. It's one of those things where you don't realize how much pain you're in. Not that I was in a lot of pain from this, but getting it out, it was like the moment of just so much relief.
Yeah, Caleb visibly relaxed.
It was.
I was there for the moment, and he was just like, that's it.
His shoulders slumping, his brows are no longer furrowed, and he's like,
hold on, this is it.
So I think I got
That's
to get this
so
out
funny.
before we go to Iceland.
Yeah.
The most relaxed he's ever been.
Yeah, honestly. He's been so on edge.
So yeah, listeners, you may be like, what? Caleb and Megan went to Iceland?
Oh gosh. Yeah.
That's a whole thing that y'all missed. And we've been on a trip,
Yeah,
a couple of trips.
we went to Hawaii,
Mm-hmm.
so we'll be telling stories about our trips, because this is Best Friends Pod, where each and every week 4 best friends come around Zoom and chat about things that they want to talk about. This week we're just kind of catching you all up on our life in the last few months since recording. Erica and I have moved. We've each been on separate vacations, but very fun, and want to share stories with y'all.
We have a couple of new jobs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually 3, 2.5.
Yeah.
I got a part-time job, spoiler.
Oh.
Wow. Exciting.
Yeah, I'll talk about it. Today was my first day, so I don't have much to talk about, but yeah, if you like hearing us ramble and rant about random stuff, you can subscribe to our podcast on podcast services around the globe. Find us on Patreon. I don't even know if we have supporters anymore, to be honest with you. But yeah, let's just get right into it. What should we start with? Because we've a lot has happened in the last few months.
Yeah.
So we
there's-
left y'all off in May, I think, right?
Yeah.
So since May, my old job has ended, which was at a preschool. My new job has begun, which is at an elementary school. And it's a whole new ball game. I thought that, teaching regardless would be, kind of a similar vibe. And it's just so different. Like the hours are so different and the workload is so different. And I mean, my interactions with my coworkers at my new school versus my old school are so different. So I'm now teaching 3rd grade through 6th grade language arts.
Wow.
So my homeroom is my 3rd grader. So I see them throughout the day for like lunch and recess and beginning of the day homeroom, end of the day homeroom, and language arts. And then I see my other classes just for 45 minutes a day. And I get there at 7 a.m., leave at 4 p.m. Whereas at my old job, I would get there at 8:30 and leave at 1:30. So it's just like an additional 4 hours onto my day, and it's just pretty nuts. But I think that's kind of normal for most teachers, but I just didn't really have that in my head. I was like, oh, teaching is so fun because the hours are so short. But no, it's just short hours because when I was at my old job, I was teaching 3-year-olds. So anyway, just a whole different ball game. But so far it's been pretty good. It just is so different, and I'm still kind of, finding my footing. But it's been a lot of fun. So I'd say that's probably my major update, as well as also Aaron and I moving across town. So from the east side of Atlanta to the west side of Atlanta. Yeah. Want to add anything to that?
Yeah, I can add a bit about that. So when we moved, it was collectively our like 3rd or 4th time moving since we've been together. Like I've moved twice now and she's moved twice now, but only once have we moved like as a unit, as a couple. And so we got rid of a lot of crap from our old apartment. And we hired a moving company, which is more affordable than you'd think.
Nice.
We paid, what's that on my phone? I don't know. Anyway, we paid like a few $100s, and they literally lifted and moved everything. Like all we had to do was pack the boxes, and honestly they would have packed the boxes if we had paid for that, but we wanted to save a little bit of money on that front. And it was just so worth like the money that we paid was definitely worth the effort we would have put in to like getting a U-Haul, asking friends and family to come help. Like it was just so worth it, because I mean at the end of the day it was only like $150 more than a U-Haul, and it might not even be that much more if you consider like just the kind of people we are. We would have treated our friends and family to like pizza and like whatever. Like we would have bought them a meal or something to say thank you for helping us move.
Right.
But yeah, the movers loaded and unloaded everything. They would have set everything up if we wanted them to, but we wanted to kind of set up our own apartment.
Right.
We got everything unpacked pretty much. I'd say 99%, 98%
At this point?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only things are there's still maybe one bin of clothes in our closet that I haven't gone through yet. Does that sound accurate?
Yeah.
And then we have a couple of boxes right here, but every single room is
Set up.
entirely functional.
Great.
So
Nice.
yeah, we've used this room as an office and a guest room. Our bedroom is all the way set up, our living room, kitchen, our roommate's room.
If y'all ever want a staycation, the room's set up.
Yep.
But yeah, that kind of, and just real quick, my job also ended, my old job. The end of my contract came, and then I've been looking for a new job since May. And I recently took on some part-time work at Erica's dad's print shop,
Nice.
which just started today. It was fine. It was good. Very thankful for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was literally my first day, so I don't have much to talk about.
No drama yet.
No drama yet.
No
I
drama
mean,
with the boss.
I will be I will be working Monday through Friday mornings. And so
From 8:30 to what, like
12:30.
12:30?
Nice.
That's not bad.
so yeah, pretty decent hours, pretty decent pay. And it'll definitely help us until I can find something full-time.
And
Yeah.
help you have more of a daily routine.
Yes.
Because you've been good about like routinely being on the job hunt, routinely like, you know, doing things around the house and all that kind of stuff. But it's good to have like a place to go that's outside of the house every single day, I feel like. So, and to do something that's not just looking for a job, because that's draining.
It literally is so
So-
draining.
Yeah.
I hate job search.
Yeah. It's not fun.
I guess us updates.
Yeah. We can give any updates.
My school year ended and I returned.
Like a
I-
phoenix.
I have 3 classes of 9th graders, which is crazy because last year we had 9 or 12 9th graders.
Just
and,
9, 12,
Yeah.
9. Yeah. Sorry.
and now this year we have 33 freshmen.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's a huge, like, it's one of like the biggest like freshman classes.
Yeah.
So which is like cool for enrollment. I'm curious if we keep up this like much enrollment,
Mhm.
like gonna have to figure something out.
Get more
so-
teachers.
Get more teachers probably, but yeah, it's good. It's weird teaching 3 of the same class back to back to back.
I'm sure.
It's the first year doing that. So yeah, my work schedule was about the same as it was last year.
Well, there's more response. Praise be.
Yeah, there's a little more. I definitely do more than I did last year.
Yeah.
But it's fun. The schedule is like, it was so nice last year because on Tuesday, Thursday, my first thing in the morning was planning. But now this year, my planning is the last part of the day on Tuesday, Thursday.
Mhm.
So I have like 2 whole days of like class before I have planning again,
Right.
which is like less than ideal, I feel like, at least for me, because I like, it's not as, I don't get as, if it doesn't feel like I get planning as often. It's kind of my one complaint. Also we do like, because we do Tuesday, Thursday classes. This year we're trying this like, I think it's dumb,
Right.
but it's like on A weeks we have Monday, Wednesday classes on Friday. On B weeks we have Tuesday, Thursday classes on Friday.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
like last year on Friday we had all 8 classes in the same day, and each one was like 45 minutes.
mm-hmm.
I liked it because it was like very like you see all your classes, but like, and it's kind of like a very condensed, like it's a good day for quizzes or like to watch a movie or something.
Right.
But this year it's just like different, and because of this schedule, like last week I had 2 days in a row where I had planning, which is nice. But this week I'll have planning Thursday, but then I won't have planning again until like Tuesday.
Oof.
Oof.
You don't have planning tomorrow?
I have tomorrow.
Oh, sorry. You said Thursday. Is your
So I
next
have
time.
planning Thursday, and then I have all day Friday, all day Monday, and both my classes I actually teach on Thursday. So
Yeah,
I have 3 days of teaching before I have a planning again,
right.
which is
And
like,
that's pretty brutal.
yeah. I mean, like
I don't know why.
so far it's been fine, but like,
Well, that's good.
but basically,
I
like,
feel like you just have to be like on top of it when you have planning.
because I'm also someone of like, I hate the idea of like taking work home or not leaving right when I can.
Right.
So we'll see how it goes. there's also a chance they might change it. They've already like
Oh, good.
they said like there's a pilot for the first quarter. They might change it.
Does it seem like the general consensus with the other teachers is they don't like it?
All but one teacher.
So
Don't.
general consensus.
Yes, all the general consensus is that they don't like it, but
Right.
there's a very strong reason why that one teacher likes it. So
Gotcha.
that's been it. This summer I worked with my landlord to like work on like any kind of contracting stuff you might have. I mowed a lot of grass. I just moved junk around. A lot of what I did was I go to job sites and just clean stuff up, throw stuff away that I left behind. But the worst thing, what I did the most probably, was like 10 minutes from my house. He owns another property that burned down. And like, even though it burned, I like pulled all the drywall, pulled all the carpet, pulled all the insulation out, pulled the sinks and toilets and everything out. It was awful. It was also
That
like,
sounds like a lot.
it was fun. I know. So the train's coming, so I'm gonna stop talking.
Oh man.
So
Would it be an episode of Best Friends Pod if the train didn't come by? You know what I
think it
mean?
would.
It's very good for the inaugural episode of the new season.
It is very good. I guess while the train is coming, we can.
Tell a joke.
No, I was just gonna say
Oh.
quickly talk about we found a dog to adopt finally. And her name is Willow, and she recently had a puppy, but the puppy is now officially being weaned off of nursing. And once the puppy is completely weaned, then Willow can get fixed and we can take her home. So that should be in the next couple weeks or so. I think the weaning started, I hate saying that, started about a week ago or almost exactly a week ago. And yeah, we're hopeful that,
I don't
by
know.
Labor Day or something,
Yeah.
we'll be able to bring Willow home.
I was gonna say I don't know how long it takes for a puppy to get weaned off of nursing, but well, I guess we'll find out. I'm super
Yeah.
excited. She's
I'm
so
excited.
cute.
I can't wait to meet her.
no.
I love her already. And the
Um,
train's gone.
train's gone. Megan, do you want to talk?
Sure. So Caleb, you're the only one who's returning to their job.
Yeah, I guess.
Lame, you're such a loser.
Right. So I also I was at Eric and I have a lot of parallels. I also was working at a preschool and that ended in May, and I left that job in May. I was not a teacher. I was a teacher's aide for kindergarten class. But anyway, so I stopped working there and I worked full-time at Chick-fil-A. And I also was on the job hunt to do something full-time that I wouldn't also have to work Chick-fil-A at the same time. Or if anything, because I really wanted to work at a school job, but I knew teaching was not the go-to for me. I also technically don't have a teaching degree in any way. So it's already
Who cares about technically?
yeah, I was already not quite the first candidate, but they may, public schools at least are desperate enough in some ways, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Work with you a little bit, but I did not want to teach. So I was looking into a lot of like front desk type jobs, receptionist type jobs at public schools. And I got a job at a elementary school as a front desk clerk. And
Woo-hoo.
in quite the time. It's been very busy. I've learned a lot. I started it in the middle of July, near the end of July.
Mhm.
And I'm still like just getting out of my training, I feel like, with it. There was no like official training. My desk is right with the registrar, and so she's kind of been the one training me and helping me and answering all my questions all the time and has been really great. But it's been good. I like the different kind of busyness of it. Because I wouldn't say I wasn't busy or doing stuff when I was doing my other job, but it was like a very different kind of like work and responsibility, I guess. This one's, I've been explaining it like I kind of enjoy. It's a lot more quantifiable because it's a lot more to-do list based. And there's like very specific responsibilities I'm always going to do. And I felt like, at least from my experience, which was also very limited, of like a 4-hour school day from like 9 to 1 or So was that
Yeah.
that one was more reactive and just like kind of whatever the situation is. It wasn't as much like I always am going to have these same to-dos. So I
Right.
kind of like having the more easily seen and figured out, like, this is my to-do list and it doesn't really range too much outside of that. I deal with a lot of parents and they are a time.
Mhm, I'm sure.
Really are a time. And it's, I mean, I can't really critique parents too much. I'm not a parent myself either. So, but man, they're passionate, which is good. I don't want them to not care, but sometimes they really care when maybe they don't need to. But yeah, so that's been a very different dynamic because I do see kids and like they come in and out all the time, but I definitely much more my work is with adults and with parents
Right.
on that more end of it. But I have been enjoying it. I like feeling busy and the day mostly goes kind of fast because it's a little chaotic. The first week of school was a literally crazy town. And
Felt.
yeah, I'm sure. I can't even imagine for teachers, honestly. But like it was constant something going on, I feel like. So yeah, it's been good. I like it. I actually talked to someone today about my salary and was like, hold on, something's not right. And I was correct. The math was not mathin'.
The math is
And
not-
it got figured out, thankfully.
Yay, that's good.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been good. It's in Conyers, so it's like a 15-minute drive.
Yeah.
It's earlier. I work 7 to 3 now, so definitely the hours are a lot different than what I was doing at the preschool as well.
Right.
But still not too bad. It's similar to when I was doing Chick-fil-A. So now I don't do Chick-fil-A at all during like really the school year, except I'll probably do it during the summer and also maybe some breaks. I'll probably try to work a couple days, but otherwise I'm not working during the weekdays and I'm
Go
not
Megan, go.
I know, and I'm not working Saturdays. And I can't say it's because I have that much of a pay upgrade, but mostly with the workload and like I'm working a lot longer. I wouldn't be able to keep up with it.
Also, who would want to trade getting off at 3 p.m.? You know what I mean? Like,
Honestly, instead of like 9:30.
yeah,
Yeah.
you literally get 6.5 hours back to your day.
Yeah. So I am definitely comfortable and happier with my schedule and I'm very thankful Chick-fil-A is very flexible and that they're very happy and willing to have me just like still on the payroll, but just working the hours that I tell them I'm going to work. So
Nice.
thankful for that. They're very understanding because there was a little bit of drama when I first got hired because it was while we were in Iceland. The process was happening while we were in Iceland. So I technically started about a week and a half later than I was supposed to because I got hired like the day after we got back. And then I wasn't able to go to like some onboarding stuff. And so I wasn't allowed to start yet. And it was just like a whole thing of like trying to hear back from them, but we were also out of the country. So that was a little thing. Yes.
So yeah, we wanted to just talk about various trips that we went on. Erica and I got to go on literally like a dream trip of ours. We went to Hawaii and got to spend a few days there. And I think probably everyone that's ever been to Hawaii says this, but we really fell in love with the place. Like, it's just hands down the most beautiful place I've ever been.
So just a little background on it. We were supposed to go to Hawaii originally for our honeymoon right after we got married. And
Sorry, I forgot we weren't on mute. Where's
No,
this?
that's okay. Totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were gonna go right after we got married in October, and then we couldn't because it was a bad COVID time in Hawaii, and the governor of Hawaii was asking that tourists not come at that time. So we were a little bit bummed, but of course we weren't gonna show up when the governor of Hawaii was saying it's a bad time. So we rebooked, and in June it was a much better time, so we were able to go, and it was just like we were so excited because we were very aware that there could be another bad wave of COVID. There could have been a new variant. So we were very, looking out for all the updates and stuff and doing all the research on how can we go and still be respectful tourists and all that jazz. So it ended up working out so well. And we had Airbnb that was, I mean, how far? Like a 5-minute walk to the beach. And so we weren't staying in a resort. It was like a condo Airbnb or a Verbo, I think, actually. And it was just a really good setup that we had. We were really close to restaurants that we could walk to. We were close to the trolley line, so we could always just hop on the trolley if we wanted to go somewhere kind of further out. And the beach was right there, and we were on Waikiki Beach, which is so nuts. So what else do you want to share about that?
Let's see. We got to try like a lot of new food, and we went to a luau, which was really cool. I didn't realize it, but luau's, or actually I don't know if all luau's or just the one that we went to, kind of celebrated all of Polynesian culture, not just Hawaiian culture. So we got to experience like Tahitian culture and the like Maori culture from New Zealand, Samoa. I'm sure there's some that I'm forgetting, but
they did like demonstrations of kind of like key parts of each nation's like cultural history. So that was really cool.
That is cool.
A lot of delicious food at the luau, and it was really cool.
At the luau, we ended up sitting next to the family that runs the luau. We were sitting next to like their niece/cousin, so that was a lot of fun. And that was just totally random that we ended up sitting next to her. But everyone that came on stage, she was like, "That's my cousin. That's my uncle. That's blah blah blah. That's my brother." It was so funny. So
yeah,
that was cool.
And it's one of those things where like you're told that when you go to Hawaii that you need to experience a luau. Like it's true, you need to experience a luau. It's a lot of fun, and it's just like that's probably one of, if not like the biggest highlights of our trip.
Yeah. One of my highlights was on our second day there. We took a trolley ride that took us to the Diamond Head hike. So we were able to get off there, do the hike. We saw some chickens. We saw beautiful views. It was really fun. And then when we got back on the trolley, instead of it taking us right back to where we got on the trolley, it kind of took us the long way around. And we got to see, we were along the coastline for miles and miles and miles. And that was maybe my highlight, because the way the trolley was set up is all the seats were outward facing. So we were just staring at the coastline the entire drive, and at certain points he would stop so we could get off and like take pictures and soak it all in for like 10-15 minutes and then get back on. So that might have been my highlight, was just getting to see more of the coast of Oahu than I thought we were going to get to see.
Yeah, that was beautiful. And also we had just perfect weather the whole week. I don't think it ever got above like 85 degrees. There was never any rain.
We could see the rain in the distance. We could see the rain over like this mountain, but it never moved towards us.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun. And then on our way back, we had kind of an extended layover in Seattle. And Seattle, we found, I don't know if it was because it was in contrast of Hawaii, or because we were tired, or because we didn't get to spend a ton of time there,
or if it just really sucks.
But we didn't like Hawaii, or we didn't like Seattle as much. We just kind of found it to be super depressing. There, in case you don't know, there's all drugs are decriminalized, and which sounds great on paper. I mean, it sounds like people who struggle with drugs can find the help that they need
without being like carted off to prison.
Right. Which again, on paper sounds great, but in reality, in practice, it just means that people kind of look the other way when someone's shooting up on the street corner.
Mm.
including the police officers, which I was just so bummed out by because I thought that they were gonna like be helpful, but they weren't helpful.
Yeah, it was really sad. It kind of made us it made us pretty sad. So and
And there was construction on every single block. You
Mhm.
could not make it through a single block on any Seattle street without having to like take a detour or like stop because there's only one lane of traffic moving. It was really bizarre. And I remember we asked one of our Uber drivers, like, is this always how it is here? And he was like, well, they started construction before COVID. And then when COVID hit, all the construction workers were off of work and it's never started back up.
Wow.
For 2 years.
That's
yeah,
awful.
What were they building? Like, what were they constructing?
it's just like standard repairs. Like,
It looked like it was more than that, though. It felt like they were about to do something and then they couldn't, but we didn't ask
Maybe.
what it was.
Also, we didn't. Not that like a place that you visit has to be marked by like meal experiences, but I think I only had one good meal there, and or like one exceptional meal there, and it was breakfast, and it was just like a very standard breakfast that we ate at Pike's Place Market.
Pike's Place was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and so was the original Starbucks. That was cool, but other than that, like
Meh.
meh.
If I would go back to Washington, I would definitely want to go to somewhere a little more like naturey and less city-like. I think that would be a lot more fun. I want to see Forks. I want to see Bella and Edward. That's all I care about in Washington now. Yeah, so that was our big vacation, and then a smaller vacation that we did was we went to Panama City Beach with Aaron's family, and that was a lot of fun. We were there for what, 4 days? And we got to celebrate Aaron's brother's birthday the first day, and then Aaron's birthday 2 days later, and spent a lot of time at the beach, got a lot of shaved ice and a lot of hot dogs. And you can't really beat it. It was pretty perfect.
A
A
very
hot
good Florida Gulf vacation.
Yeah.
Good. Thank goodness.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah, very cool. So we did a trip as well. We went to
A little trip.
a whittle trip. Yeah, we went to Iceland with my parents. Yeah, woo, ice. Yeah, it was very fun. It was very cool. Not a ton of ice, guys. I mean, there is a lot of ice, but not at least during the summer.
Yeah.
It's
In the
not.
pictures we saw, it was a lot of greenery.
It was
It's
very
so
lush.
green. It's absurd.
Very lush. But yeah, it was beautiful. So we saw an absurd amount of waterfalls. That was like so many at least one once a day.
Oh,
At least. But probably two
There
to
was one
three.
day. There was one day we saw at least 4 or 5 different waterfalls.
Really?
I think at least 4.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe 4. Okay, but yeah, so it was great. We went with my parents. It was really how the whole thing came about was they usually go on this wedding anniversary trip with another couple that they got married around the same time as. And so every 5 years, they usually go on a trip to celebrate their anniversaries. The other couple was not going to be able to do this trip. So we were really the backups to the backups to the backups of people to go, which is fine.
Right, you'll take what you can get, you know?
Happy to be considered. So yeah, so we were able to go with my parents. It was a really nice time. It was a tour company that's actually based out of Colorado called Iceland X. To anyone listening, they were great. And they used
Not sponsored.
I know, I wish they maybe would. I just wouldn't tell them like what it is. Just like, I'll mention you on the podcast. Just give us money. But
they be the first Wise Cast sponsor.
Oh my gosh, they would.
Or Best Friends Pod. Sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry. Under the umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they take out these like jacked up
They were Nissan Patrols, which are like, I don't think they sell them in the US.
probably not.
But they're like, imagine like a Toyota FJ Cruiser, but like a Nissan. Or
Car
like,
things.
Yeah, and they're like jacked up.
Yeah, huge tires because a lot of it is off-roading.
Yes.
Since Iceland it's a lot of like mountain roads or like with the places you want to see, they're off-road.
Mhm.
So
Country road.
in general, people who live in Iceland, they're gonna have a car that's like, all-wheel drive with like big tires. That's like a general thing.
Or a snowmobile.
Or a snow, they probably do. And so the whole tour was going around like north, east, and a little south of Iceland, definitely east of Iceland, a little bit north, and then back down the middle. We didn't do much of West Iceland.
Yeah.
Whatever. They have different tours. My parents were also very much in charge of this whole thing and setting it up. We had no say, which is fine. So it was just a lot of driving. So we did get to see a lot of scenery. We were just so we had a tour guide from Iceland, but he does live in Colorado and like all that. But he's from Iceland, and it was just my parents and Caleb and I, and then him in one car. So it was very like more of a private experience, but there was 2 other cars in our group.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh. And there was also an option where you could drive the car yourself, like not have a guide within the car, which like sounds cool, but also I'm like, I'd much rather have had a guide telling me all the cool things, because they do have a radio like system going on.
It like never worked.
It like never worked, unfortunately. So the other car that was getting driven by just like this other group that came, they like hardly ever got to hear any of the stuff that he was telling us on like the drives.
What are you doing?
I realized I was really close because I was clouching, and I was like, I'm really close.
But it was really great, really pretty. We got to go into some natural like hot springs and swim around. They're natural, but like people build around it and siphon these hot springs into the area. I shouldn't say natural as in like
heated naturally, but
heated
like,
naturally.
It's like definitely done, so it's like very like
it's a resort type feel. You go to these like hot spring resort type stuff.
Like the first one all of the ones we went to had like they were like paved and like at the bottom like there's more like a pool,
they build a pool.
But the water in it is like
from a hot spring. So when I say naturally, that's what I meant. There was one little hot spring that was the most natural it got, where it was literally like a hose that was connected to the hot spring that was like running right next to us that went into the little like pool that was just like rock like that was dug out. And then another little hose with like cold water from a different stream to keep it like regulated. So that one was the most natural one. That was just like out in nature. It wasn't like a pool that was built in like piping and stuff like that. So it was very fun. We went to the Blue Lagoon, which is a very like tourist spot. The water's blue because of the type of hot water spring stuff that's in it. And it was very cool, very pretty. It was, since it's summer, they have the midnight sun, so it did not get dark at all.
That still blows my mind.
That really does blow my mind.
It was super weird.
I had to take melatonin like every night because it would just even though there was like blackout curtains, I think like like even if I saw that was sunlight outside, my brain would be like, oh, it's not time for bed.
Yeah.
And so it was really hard for me if I even peeked outside and saw that it was like sunny still, my brain would like switch and like, oh, time to stay up.
Yeah. So. It was weird. You very easily lose track of time when you're out in the town because it's like 9:30, but it feels like it's like 4:00, like the lighting and everything. So that was very like cool to experience. A lot of it was like, since it was those like jacked up cars and everything, there wasn't a ton of hiking, or at least not very long hikes. They were pretty easy. But it was very much we could drive up to wherever we were trying to look at and be at, and we got to see a lot of Iceland in a generally short time just because we were able to drive up and all that.
I think it was nice because like we were in such a small group. Caravan of like three cars, like 12 people. Like we can move like really quickly, so like we could stop somewhere real quick, not a big deal, and like hop back in, or if we need to like stay someplace longer. So
fairly
yeah,
flexible.
it was nice how like flexible it was. Like there was one day we are gonna go to this one other spring, but we had to travel with this like snowdrift.
Yeah.
But like one of the cars was not gonna make it over. So we're just like, we're just gonna go to something else. And like,
Yeah.
we did something else and it was
Totally fine.
Yeah.
I think Iceland is like probably my favorite place I've been to.
Yeah, it's really cool. It is a very different, like just how it's run as
Mhm.
well. Because we learned a little bit like their government and
Mhm.
politics stuff as
What
well.
I thought was
Mhm.
crazy, that I think is actually like just crazy
Right.
coming from America, is like, so like their president like doesn't have any like bodyguards or anything.
Yeah. I think like the police kind of hang out there during the day
But
but
it's
they
not
don't
like,
it's there's not like security.
yeah, it's not like Secret Service and like
Right.
there's like, I think he said there's like not quite 300,000 like official Icelanders, and like
Oh wow.
one of our tour guides,
hmm
his like
Sister-in-law.
sister-in-law is the prime minister.
Which was like he didn't even really mention it until halfway through the trip.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, that's my sister-in-law is the prime minister who lives like in an apartment in downtown.
Yeah, just like a casual
Like it's
apartment.
not this like extravagant whole separate
Right.
thing."
Right.
Like,
She's
I-
not living in the White House.
no,
One,
whole life style in a way.
one thing I loved is like the weather while we're there was like beautiful.
It was great. It never even got too cold. I brought this one puffy jacket that I like got specifically for, well, it was given. It was a gift, but I wanted it specifically for Iceland. I wore it one time, which
Oh
I
no.
think it's
Oh.
super cool is like how like varied the whole island was.
yeah, the terrain differs a lot.
Because like, even like within the same day, we'd see like very lush like grasslands, and then we'd see very very rocky, like almost barren,
Yeah.
like mountains, and
hmm
it was just like it was so unique, so cool. The weather was like very nice, like cooler, but definitely like very like pleasant still.
hmm
Like I think it barely got in like the low to mid 60s.
Yeah, I think the highest it was probably low 60s.
And like when it was like super sunny, it just felt so good outside.
yeah,
I bet.
it was great weather.
And like it did rain a little bit, but it was like it never like stuck around. There's never any, like storms or anything. It wasn't like bad weather, you know.
Right.
Um
Saw a lot of sheep.
there's
That
more
was
sheep than people, yeah.
There's more sheep than people, and they were so cute.
It was so cute.
We
So like
wanted
because
them.
there's like no predators on Iceland, they just kind of like let 'em in the summer, just let 'em roam free around the whole like
Island.
island basically. And then like during the fall when they bring them back in, they just like all the farmers get together and they herd the sheep in the one spot, and they're like, "Oh, this one's yours," and they send it over to their
To the
farm.
mountains.
And so like they like are very good about like, "Oh yeah, this is your sheep. Here you go."
Yeah. It's
but-
interesting how all the farmers seem to work together.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it says like I really appreciate it. Just like they care so much for their land and like the
Yeah.
environment they live in. I like that's what I just find like so special about them. Is like they care so much for their land,
Yeah.
and then they have a lot of respect for it. And like I'm trying to remember exactly like I forget exactly the story, but GB was telling us about like
Our tour guide's
Yes.
name was GB, but we also couldn't
Mhm.
pronounce it. So his nickname was GB.
So I forget exactly this story, but there was some story about like they found something they were doing was like harmful to the environment. So they're like very quickly said, okay, we're gonna stop doing that. We're gonna do this instead. And like they're like, oh, this is not good for the environment. Let's not do that.
Hmm.
Um,
I believe it. I don't remember
Yeah.
the story.
and so I just like really appreciate how much they
They're very ecologically
Yeah.
conscious.
yes, like
It seems like such a like of course like
it
you know what I
feels like
mean? It's like it seems like it should be like that makes so much sense, but like that's not how most companies are run in the US.
feels-
It's like, oh, we're awful for the environment. Okay, but we're making billions of dollars. So
yeah.
who cares?
It's like it feels like this like idyllic like almost like utopia, but then it's like, oh, like food's super expensive and everything is
A lot of things are expensive. It's
Yes.
expensive to buy food, to in some ways to live there, in some ways utilities are very cheap. But
Yes.
like, there's a lot of things that are obviously
Yes.
it's not the perfect
'Cause
country,
I remember the
but I would
first,
hate living
yeah,
there.
I remember
Right.
within the first like day of being there, I was like, Megan,
Let's
if it
move
was practical
here.
to move here, but then it was like by the end, I was like, I see like, okay, like it's super cool. I love this place, but I can also see how it's like
I don't want to
still,
romanticize it
yeah.
because I'm sure there's stuff they
Yeah.
want to work on and get better on, and they
But-
need to be better at.
Well, I just appreciate like the scale of like, I don't know, taking care of their world and
Mhm.
like their governments and people are small enough that like it feels like they can take action.
Pretty collaborative.
Yeah. So it's cool. Food. I want to talk about their food.
Very good.
Their food was also very like very natural, very like this fish
Fresh.
particularly was like so absurdly good because it was all just like so fresh. I think like a lot of the food they had was very good, very heavy. And so
Mm.
I'm like every day I just feel like in the day I feel like just so full. You know, it's like
Yeah.
every night I have a tummy ache and be like, Megan.
My tummy ache. And I'd be like, you're
Uh,
just full.
Yeah. But it was it was great if we could go back.
Oh, I'd love to go during the like fall time because then you could see the aurora borealis,
Mhm.
and like it's just like more snowy and like
And that'd be so
autumn.
fun.
Yeah, I'd love to go during like a different season. I think that would be really cool.
I agree.
And it'd still be so different.
Right.
And there's even lots, even though it's fairly small, there's still lots we didn't see
Yeah.
that I would be happy to try and like do stuff there.
Reykjavik was super cool, but
That's like the
also
capital.
yeah, it's the capital, really like the one like big city. And it was we got so lost. We tried
Oh my
to
gosh.
find like 3 different places to go see there, and like we could find none of it. It was a cool city. Like it was a very beautiful day when we were walking around there.
Yeah.
So just very not a grid system by any means. It was
Usually cities that are like super old, which I'm sure Reykjavik is one of them.
yeah.
In the
Oh,
didn't feel like, oh, it's too big city feeling. It was like very nice still.
Mhm.
Sorry, you guys just froze.
oh, y'all
Y'all
froze.
You froze.
I wonder what the audio is gonna sound like.
Yeah,
That would be
probably
weird,
sound pretty
but-
crazy. I was gonna say, usually
think-
old cities, like I'm sure Reykjavik's pretty old,
Yeah, it is.
aren't like on a grid. Like, I mean,
I wasn't surprised by that. I
yeah,
was just saying,
I mean, very few. Actually, I can't think of any like European cities that are
yeah.
on a grid. I mean, Boston's not on a grid, and I mean it's
Boston,
not European,
Bangkok.
but it's one of the oldest big cities, and it's just like
I just
Like-
listened to Aaron. What's a grid?
so like New York.
All the
People say it's pretty
parallel.
easy to navigate
Oh, a
because
physical. The roads are set up as a grid.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you meant like, oh, it's off the grid. And I'm like,
No.
what are you talking about?
No,
Like
all
you
the-
get self-service in Boston. What do you mean?
all the streets are like parallel, perpendicular. You know, there's no weird angles or curvy streets.
Oh yeah, there are some weird angles.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
it makes so much more
Great.
sense.
fun fact. Well, actually, I don't know if it's a fact, but something I heard. Something I heard once.
right.
I don't know how true is, but specifically in Boston, they paved over like roads that were formed by like horse paths and like cattle paths,
Yeah.
like from way back whenever, it was pretty common to need to move herds of cattle through to like market or whatever. And
Right.
yeah, so that's why Boston is set up the way that it is.
Interesting.
Because
It's-
animals.
It's interesting to me though that like I feel like Boston and New York can't be that much older or younger than each other. but New York is like renowned for like its grid system.
Mm-hmm.
And Boston is like everyone
No.
knows it's a confusing mess. So
I have two. Oh man, I lost what one of the things I wanted to say as like an update.
I
I
got
have an update.
Oh yeah, Caleb. This is one of them. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Caleb.
So today, just a few hours ago, I bought a Series X Xbox.
Yo, nice.
So I'm getting it Saturday. So I'm very excited. I been meaning to sell my PS4 for like probably like 6 months,
At least.
probably longer. Every few weeks, like seeing it, like oh, I need to sell that. And last night, I was like, I'm just gonna put it on Facebook Marketplace, see what happens. And I was like, I doubt anyone will buy it. And if it doesn't get bought in a week or so, I'll take the GameStop and take whatever they give me. But like literally last night, someone messaged me
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I have 3 hours
Nice.
after posting it." And so
Mhm.
tomorrow, I'm selling my PS4. My Xbox is on the way. I'm gonna be next gen gaming. this time.
What a thrill.
So I'm excited. I'm excited about like the biggest exciting thing. Only Aaron probably knows about this, but the most exciting thing for me about this new generation of gaming is solid state drives and just
Mm-hmm.
like everything is gonna be processed so quickly.
It's so nice.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
I love it.
The one other thing I was going to mention is there was a plan for a second little trip for us and a third one for the Weisses. But once again, another trip of the Weisses and
know.
Peelers hanging out was canceled
Is
because
that the third time that's happened?
no, the second, I
Second
think,
time.
as far as I
Okay.
can remember. But the second time,
Second
one of
sounds
our little
great.
trips has canceled, and it's because I got my job.
Yeah.
And
like-
honestly, it's probably the best because Erica's job started the next day when we would get back.
'Cause
Yeah.
the first one was because like
Weather.
North Carolina was being destroyed by ice.
And we're not
Right.
we don't know about that ice over here. And then yeah, and it was gonna be at my parents' house, so it'd been a little weird if I didn't come.
Right.
Honestly,
Right.
it would also could have been fine. But anyway, we almost had a little trip where we were
Oh,
at the house, but then we
you
didn't.
know what? That was the second planned trip that got canceled, but it was the third time that we
Oh.
thought we could do a trip because remember, the four of us were going to go to the cabin in North Carolina.
Yes, wait, you're right.
Yeah.
I think
And
it's
then that ended up not happening.
One
Yeah.
day we'll have a vacation together.
we need to happen upon each other in the same place. Like we
Mm.
I
can't
know.
We can't be like, we're not going here this weekend.
at this time.
And we're not gonna book a Airbnb with 2 bedrooms.
That's
And
what
if
we
you get a Venmo request for a certain amount of money, you totally don't have to pay it.
because you're not gonna be coming, so
All
I
right,
know.
we have 10 minutes until this call ends.
Okay, that's all of our trip and summer updates,
Yeah.
honestly.
Our
Yeah.
new Zoom overlords.
Curse you, yeah. What's going on?
We'll just have to change to a different thing.
Yeah, I feel like we were wrapping up anyway.
Yeah,
though.
we're pretty much wrapping
Yeah.
up. But
We're wrapping up.
let's see. Done updates on life, updates on trips that we've taken. I'll give you a little preview of coming up this season on Best
Oh,
Friends Pod.
I do have one quick thing. So I mentioned my first day of school. I had a little PowerPoint about like myself, and I had a picture of you and I on top of Mount Rigi in Switzerland.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's my friend Aaron. Like, we're having a podcast together. One of my students was like very excited about that. So she has been listening to our podcast.
Oh my
This
god.
This is the one that you made cry.
No,
No.
Yeah,
Could
that
be.
was so funny.
That would have been
that one graduated.
There's literally an episode that says that's called Caleb Made a Girl Cry.
I
yeah.
think it's Caleb made a schoolgirl cry.
Which
Oh
was a-
yeah. You're right. But yeah, coming up on this season of Weisscast, I mean Best Friends Pod from Weisscast. I have a lisp, sorry. I'm sure there will be doggy shenanigans when Willow's in on the business.
I don't want to
Um,
go.
I'm sure there's gonna be talks of video games
Mm.
as Caleb gets his new Xbox. I'm sure there'll be even more talks of video games as Erica and I continue to conquest Plants vs. Zombies.
Yes, I'm
Oh.
obsessed. We're both obsessed.
Mate
Teacher shenanigans slash working in a school shenanigans.
Honestly.
/ print shop shenanigans.
Absolutely.
With Erica's dad.
Who knows? Maybe even I'll talk about balloons and how bad I am at it because I can't get past level 63.
Oh, a game.
Yeah, all that and more on this
Yeah.
season of Best Friends Pod.
Episode.
Can
Oh.
I say one thing really quick that I meant to say earlier? So, for all of our longtime listeners, the beginning of last season, when we first started having the four of us on the podcast together, the very first thing I talked about was, Megan, I just got married. You've changed your last name before. How do I change my last name? I'm so confused. The listeners will be pleased to know that as of middle of July, I'm officially, legally, governmentally Erica Weiss. So I've done it. Social Security knows, the DMV knows, the bank knows,
The bank.
the court knows that
Our
I am
FBI agent knows.
that I am Erica Weiss. So it's all official. So that's very exciting.
Who will get the final rose? Stay tuned to this season of Best Friends Pod.
You know how like in some
Reddit.
job applications they ask if you have any other aliases. So
Oh,
like,
yeah.
do you have to sign that as like Megan Manning or like Erica Lavender?
There were jobs I applied for that did say like other names, and that's an example. They did say Maiden, so I did have to put that I could be under Megan Manning.
Yeah, sometimes if you're filling out like your W-2 or W-4
Oh yeah,
or whatever, you have to put a maiden name.
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
But-
Look at that, Erica.
Very cool.
I mean, if we were in witness protection, I don't know if we would have to do that.
Yeah, that'd be crazy if we were.
Yes, you know.
That'd be so crazy if we were in witness
Yeah, why would-
protection.
We're in the comments of people.
That's update.
All of this
We had to move
and
some-
more
and-
on this season of Best Friends Pod.
Whoa, the drama.
Toodles.